What up? What up, YouTube? This is Supernova. Just want to throw in a little extra something with the video before I get started on that thing. Just to let y'all know, if y'all ever decide to go with LEDs for headlights and they say blue and you order them off of Amazon or any other website, don't get them when they say just blue. Get them bright white. Or if you want headlights with a blue tint to it, go with halogen headlight bulbs that have a blue coating on them. Now actually show up bright white with a regular blue and not this. Yeah, I ordered me a set of headlights off of Amazon, and as you can tell, I'm getting more light out of this than these. I put them in yesterday, drove to work this morning, it was still dark. I couldn't see a damn thing. Looking dead into them don't even blind me like regular headlights would. I mean, yeah, sure they look cool in the daytime, but I'm gonna be pulling them things back out and putting my halogen bulbs back in and order some blue tinted ones. I thought I'd try the LEDs, but apparently I didn't get bright white, I got blue. So just wanted to throw that in there. I couldn't see worth a damn. Also, if you're watching my other videos, I was selling my black CBR 500R. I did sell it. I traded it for this 96 Honda 4-track 300 and also a 2016 20-foot car hauler with dual 5,000 pound weight limit axles. So the trailer is capable of hauling 10,000 pounds. It's a brand new trailer, still got the nipples on the tires. It's got a brand new toolbox, a plate hadn't even been on it, much less even been used. So, but it's back there somewhere, it's too dark to show you. But I got that so I can haul the Nissan to the track. Now, back with the Nissan project. I ordered, if you're watching my other videos, I was driving to work one Friday morning and went to go shift from 5th to 6th, and the clutch pedal went to the floor and didn't come back up. I gassed in it and still had clutch, so I figured, okay, well, the clutch is still good. And so I had to float the gears all the way to work. Then when I was leaving work, I had to float it all the way back home. I do hold a Class A CDL. I've driven 18-wheelers for 2 years. Trust me, floating gears in an 18-wheeler is 1,000 times easier than floating gears in a car. It's not easy, but once you learn, you'll get it done. Anyway, I replaced the master cylinder in the slave cylinder. Bled the first time, worked good. Went to go push in the clutch, it kept sticking. So I had to disconnect the rod, adjust it. It was giving me hell, so I had to take pressure off the hydraulic system to adjust it. Put it back together, went to adjust it again. I adjusted it out too far. It was not letting the clutch engage. And so I relieved the pressure again, went to go bleed it. Fought with it for 5 days, fought with it. Me and my wife spent hours out here trying to bleed this clutch system. It would not work. So I was about to throw it on the trailer to haul it off to Nissan so they can put their pressurized system on it to bleed the system, because the Nissan dealership does have that. And went to go back it out, and the motor had a slight vibration. So I'm like, okay, car didn't do that before, something ain't right. So I'm guessing I either messed up the pressure plate or the dual mass flywheel. So tonight I pulled out the transmission. There it is, sitting over there. In case y'all want to know what a Nissan 350Z transmission looks like, that's what it looks like. From here to there is the actual transmission. Okay, from here on back is just an extension bracket for your shifter. Okay, and the reason why they do that is because when they set the motor forward, they had to put this on here with a shaft so you'd be able to shift. This is where the shifter would normally go. So they blocked that off, extended this. But I just pulled this out, and I noticed when I was pulling it out, I kept pulling clutch material in these little holes. And then started pulling out chunks all up in here. Chunks of nothing but clutch. So something was not right. Went to go take off the pressure plate. I'm gonna show y'all what a normal wear clutch is supposed to look like. See this right here? That's a pretty worn out clutch. Okay, it's kind of thin. It's not quite to the rivets yet. I mean, it still had a little miles left to go, but it was, you know, just about gone. This is what one side of the clutch is supposed to look like. Now, I've seen my fair share of bad clutches, but this is why I was pulling out of the transmission. That's a piece of the clutch. Okay, this is clutch, nothing but clutch. I was pulling that out of the slot where the transmission mounts up to the motor, pulling out nothing but clutch. Right here, I don't know if you can see it, clutch material packed into the pressure plate. Clutch material packed into the pressure plate. Okay, pressure plate ain't too bad, but I'm gonna replace it anyway. Okay, this is what a normal clutch is supposed to look like. That takes the cake. This completely came off the friction plate. I mean, it just completely snapped itself from the rivets. How the hell does that happen? I do not know. So that's where the vibration was coming from. There's no clutch left on the friction disc. And let's see, flywheel side, something tells me this is not, Nissan's clutch. Apparently the previous owner was a clutch rider. And what do I mean by clutch riders? I'm talking about people who ride the clutch at the red light or ride the clutch in traffic. This car came from Houston. There's a lot of traffic in Houston. So I bet you he rode the clutch, went to AutoZone, bought a El Cheapo Duralast, aka Durajunk clutch to put in here in a high performance car, and that's what happens. So that clutch is junk, but I got something for that. On its way, I placed the order last night, Rock Auto, for $220. Thank you, Rock Auto. $220 for stage 2 high torque racing clutch. It comes with a high torque pressure plate and a 6-puck ceramic disc. Be the last clutch this car ever sees. I'll make a video of it once it comes in. but this is, it's not going to look like this. It's got 6 pucks about that wide. Looks like a bunch of brake pads just in one circling motion. Yeah, so this is, I mean, there's no clutch material left. I mean, that's just, that takes the cake. Boy, let me tell you, it takes a cake. This is what I was pulling out of the transmission. I mean, come on. But to get to the, yeah, see, all that dust, all that is clutch material. Now to the flywheel. If y'all watching my videos of me talking about the clunking sound when you shut off your motor, if you watch Anthony's channel, Anthony something, he's from Canada. Him and his buddy Trevor's got some 350Zs, and you check out his videos of a buyer's guide, and he talks about the shutter sound when you shut off your engine. That's this dual mass flywheel. You see it turns like that. That's what you hear every time you shut it off. Now this has got dampening springs in it, as well as your friction plate, so I guess it's supposed to give it a smoother shift. Me personally, I don't notice a difference. I had a Honda Civic with a single mass flywheel and a 5-spring friction plate with, you know, the 5 coil springs in it. Now this right here, it's feels pretty rough. There's grooves in it and stuff, and there's no shops that I know of that's gonna resurface this, because this is like a $1,200 flywheel. That's all right. I'm gonna go to AutoZone and find me a bolt kit, bolt stud, whatever, to attract, pull these bolts out. I'm gonna put a single mass flywheel in it. It's supposed to be lightweight forged racing flywheel, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow. But I just wanted to make a video of what I found on this clutch. Now, I did mention in my last video that I ordered a special treat for this car, and it's a good thing this clutch went out on me like it did, because what I'm fixing to do to this car, this clutch would have not handled it. So that second stage clutch kit that I got coming in, it's gonna be able to handle it. Now I'm guessing y'all wondering what it is. It's not a programmer chip. It's not a turbo kit, not a supercharger kit. It's too much money, costs too much, a lot of hassle trying to install, and you gotta reprogram your computer and everything else. But I'm gonna show y'all what this car is fixing to get. And this body kit is gonna stay on there. I'm not putting no aftermarket body kit. I want this thing to look like a sleeper as much as possible. The only reason why I'm leaving that spoiler on there is because, well, it came with the car. It's just gonna look like a touring model of a 350Z. So y'all want to know what it is? Yep, 20-pound nitrous bottle. Ordered this off of eBay for $429 or $449, something like that. Not just the bottle, but the whole kit. It's a wet kit. So I got me a big nitrous bottle for the car, and yes, I'm gonna take it to the track. She's a beauty, ain't it? That's what's going in the car. Yep. The only thing I need to do is try to find me some, I want to try to get some 15, at least a 15-inch rim. No more than 16-inch rim, so I can put some slick tires on it, because I ain't going to mess up my good tires at the track. So But anyway, well, that's the news for the Nissan Z. Clutch has officially went out, and it should be on its way. It should be here Tuesday. So probably Tuesday, if not Wednesday, I'll be making a video showing y'all the new clutch and whatnot. So, but until next time, peace out. God bless.